Hey everybody, this is Dane with Everything Board Games. Today we're going to be taking a look at of Knights and Ninjas. This is brought to us by Blue Fox Games. Designer is Josh McBride. Not sure who the artist is, but whoever it is, they did a really great job. Let's go ahead and see what comes in this game. All right, just right up front today, this is a prototype that was sent to me by Josh. So I don't think that the final version is going to come in a plastic box, although that wasn't a bad touch. So in the box, we are going to have various gems of different colors. These gems are going to represent a player's colors, and each player will get, I think there's 5. Yeah, there's 5 gems of each color, so each player starts with that many. And then we just have a big deck of cards. These cards represent the different characters that are played in the game. We have ninjas and soldiers and peasants, and we even have some ladders to climb on. We got archers. We even have a king. We're going to go ahead and set up for a 2-player game of this, and we will discuss more what each of these cards do as we're playing along. We'll be right back. Okay, we are back with a 2-player setup of Knights and Ninjas. Pretty simple setup here. Each player is going to get 2 cards and 5 gems of their color. And you're ready to go. You'll put a face-down draw pile in the center of play. And what will happen is on a player's turn, they are going to draw 2 cards. Unless you're the first player, then you will only draw 1 card. And then you will do one of 3 different actions. The first action you can take is you can attack another player. The second action you can take is you can fortify your own kingdom. And then the third action you can take is you can play a special action card. If you cannot do one of those 3 or choose not to do one of those 3, you must discard a card. Okay, so we are going to go through kind of an example of a few rounds, and then we'll start talking about some of the cards that we're going to run into. So, okay, buddy, you're first to play, so you're going to draw 1 card. We'll pick up my cards here for the audience to see. Okay, so he's going to attack me. He is attacking me with a soldier. And you can see on a soldier's card, it says it can be an attack card or a response card. And then this number in the upper right corner is the number of gems that this attacker is going to take. Okay, so he plays that, and then we look at our cards, and we can pretty much play either of these in response to his attack. Now, if we play the peasant, he is only going to block 1 of the gems being stolen. Whereas if we play the soldier, it'll block both of them. So we're going to do that. We're going to go ahead and block. And then so these 2 get discarded. Now, since no gems were taken, he can continue his attack, and he played a peasant that time. Well, we know that I have a peasant, so we're going to go ahead and block that and hope he doesn't have any more attack cards. But he's smiling, so I'm guessing he does. So, you know what? Instead, we're going to let that attack go through, and we're going to give him 1 gem.
Thank you.
Now, note that the game is going to end as soon as 1 player has 10 gems.
And I have 6 now.
Yep. If you actually get through the draw pile, the first time you get through it, it goes down to 9 gems. The second time you get through it, it goes down to 8, so on and so forth. All right, so it's our turn. We've got a peasant in our hand. We don't want to tell him too much, though.
Oh.
And then we look at our new cards, and so we can
I'll just put my ears on.
pretty much just, we're going to attack him for 2. And what does he have?
I forgot. Can you defend with a ninja?
You can't defend with a ninja. A ninja does not have response on it. So we'll talk about the ninja in a minute. Now, since he could not block my attack, he has to give me 2 gems. All right, now he's going to draw 2 cards for his turn.
I'm going to hit you with a ladder.
And he can't hit me with a ladder. That is not an attack. So it looks like he does not have an attack card. So he can either play a special card, or he can fortify, or he can discard. Okay, so he discarded.
My letter is of no use.
All right, so we've got a couple new cards here. So let's go ahead and talk about a couple of these. We already know what these attack cards do. There's 4 different ones of these. There's a peasant, a soldier, a knight, and a king. So it goes 1, 2, 3, and 4 for those cards. And then you see there's some special action cards, and we'll talk about kind of all of these as we go along. This is the monk. What the monk does is for every player who is fortified with a castle, he is going to take either 1 gem or 2 cards. Okay? This catapult is an attack card, and it can only attack players that are fortified with castles, and it will take down the castle, and if they also have an archer, it will also take down the archer. So these are handy later in the game. But for right now...
Are you going to cap?
All right, sorry about that glitch. Camera ran out of space for some reason. So I had just attacked with my peasant, and he has a response.
Yo.
All right, so he responded with the traitor. What the traitor does is it turns your attack back on you. So now that peasant is attacking me, and if I can't stop it, then I actually have to give him a gem, but I can stop it. We're going to play peasant to stop the peasant that turned on me, you evil peasant.
Yeah.
And I'm going to end my turn there because I don't have anything else. So he's going to draw 2 and play his. All right, he's going to beat me up with a knight. And I've got nothing. I've got nothing for the knight, so he's going to get 3 gems out of that.
Okay.
So this goes back and forth until one player gets to 10 gems, and then the game is over. Let's go ahead and really quickly talk about some of these other cards here. As we mentioned before, an archer can be used to fortify. What you do is you just lay it down in front of you, and that archer protects you. And the only way that you can be attacked after that point is either with a ninja. So a ninja can defeat an archer.
Or another archer.
Or another archer can defeat an archer. And so you just play down the archer, and then both archers would be cleared, and then you could attack
Can a
with...
catapult defeat both?
Nope, then you could...
If there's a castle? Because
Yes, if there's a castle.
And it, like, crumble.
So let's talk about that real quick. So if you fortify yourself with a castle, the only way that somebody can come in and beat you is A, with a ninja, B, with a ladder.
The ninja's the best part.
Did I already say catapult? Catapult if I
No.
didn't say catapult. Or a dragon, okay?
The dragon.
Now if you have a castle and an archer fortifying yourself, again, you need to have a ninja. A dragon can't attack. A ladder can't attack.
I got 2 ninjas.
But the catapult that we showed earlier, it can attack. Okay? And then you can go ahead and play your attack. Now what's interesting about the ninja and the dragon is that they automatically take
2
gems.
Give me
Okay,
my
the ninja
gems.
takes 2 gems, and then the dragon, sorry, I'm having to
Takes
dig
2
these
gems.
cards up all the time. Is it 2 or 3?
There's 2.
Oh yeah, a dragon also takes 2. Okay, let's talk about some other cards real quick. That's fortifying.
The
And-
jester is a wild.
Okay, I'm showing the princess right now though.
Okay.
So what's the princess do?
The princess can tame a dragon and put a knight into your hand.
Okay, so tame a dragon or tame a knight. And both what that
That
means
just sounds weird.
is if my buddy over there played a dragon on me, I could respond with a
And
princess,
get it
and
in
then
your
I
hand.
would discard the princess and then take the dragon in my hand. Okay, tell us about the merchant.
The merchant, you paid the person 1 gem, your opponent
covered
1
you.
gem, and you give them half of your cards rounded down.
Yeah, so let's say your opponent had 4 cards and you played the merchant on them with a gem, then they get a gem, but you get 2 of their cards.
And maybe I have 2 ninjas.
Okay, one of your favorite, the highwaymen.
So if it's like a 3-player game and there's another person, he could just play the highwayman, and when the gems are getting transported, cha-ching!
Okay, so if he attacked me and he won and was getting 2 gems, a 3rd player could play the highwayman
And
and
take 'em.
take those 2 gems right out from underneath
So
everybody.
you basically waste the card and
Also, if he got my gems like he attacked me and got my gems, I could play the Highwayman and get my gems back.
So if I got 3 of your gems and you're going to lose, you play Highwayman and get them all back.
Okay, tell me about the Jester.
The Jester is a wild, as I mentioned earlier.
Yep, a wild that can be used as anything. What about the Executioner?
The Executioner chops off anything with a head.
Yep, so if you're getting attacked by anything that has a head,
Including a dragon.
you can respond.
Not a ladder, though.
You can respond with the Executioner, and it will stop the attack immediately. Let's see, what else do we got here?
The Herald.
The Herald, yes, right there, the Herald. Go ahead and tell us what the Herald does.
The Herald, you play it down, and every player gives you 2 cards. No, they each play out 1 card, and you pick your favorite.
That's correct. So when you play the Herald, everybody puts 1 card on the table, and then
So, like, I could play out my ninja, and
then the player who played it will take the card that they want. Okay, the Minstrel.
The Minstrel, it's another defense card. So if you place it down, nothing can attack you that turn because they're distracted. And you can, if like somebody is attacking with a really bad card and you can't defend it, you can place them down and it just automatically
Ends their turn and
it's
ends
kind
the
of
attack.
like the
Yep,
thing that leads away the children.
the Pied Piper.
Yeah. Makes the night run away. Yay.
All right, I think that is all the cards that I can remember.
I
The Monk, we already talked
Ladder.
about the Monk,
You
right?
forgot about the ladder.
No, we talked about the ladder
No, you
being
didn't.
able to climb up on the castle and
You
attack.
never said that.
All right, well,
And
We
the
have-
ladder does not have a head, so you can't chop it off.
yes. If you play a ladder on somebody who is fortified and does not have an archer, you can still attack them, but their
And-
castle remains.
But the people climb up the ladder.
Yep, the people
And
climb
it
up
is
the ladder.
not considered, it does not have a head.
Okay, that is how you play of Knights and Ninjas. What did you think of it?
I liked it. I like the really cute art.
Yeah, it really does have super cute art. Again, I don't know if Josh did the art himself or if somebody else did, but it is
It doesn't say.
super fun, super whimsical, and just, really family friendly. I personally, I'm not a big Take That fan, and this game is all about Take That. You're constantly stealing each other's gems, and I'm not a huge fan of that. However, in this game, knowing that that's what it's all about, I loved it. Did you like that part too?
Yeah.
All right, so I really like this game. It is a wonderful game for families. Our younger kids were able to play it, 5 and 7. They had no problem with it. It also plays up to 6 players. I believe there's enough gems for 6 players. So if you've got a big family like we do, it's perfect for us because
Yeah,
we
there's
can
6 colors.
we can play it. There's also a variation. I'm not sure if it was just for the solo game or if it was just a variation
a
where you
solo
actually, sorry, not solo, a 2-player game
Yeah, 2.
where you draft your cards instead of just drawing them. So again, super awesome fun game here by Josh and Blue Fox Games. It's going to be on Kickstarter here in February. I encourage you to go check it out if this looks fun to you. And thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.